Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Beware the Board, a horror podcast where we watch a randomly selected horror movie every week. I'm Bob.
And I'm Ben. And Bob, are you excited?
Why would I be excited? It's just a normal episode, Ben.
Oh, well, then never mind.
Oh, come on. You can't do that.
All right, well, we got a guest today. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Abby. I'm Bob and Ben's supervisor at work.
Technically we work for you, but you know.
Technically.
Technically. On the record.
Allegedly.
All right, well, we're gonna watch a movie today.
Yeah, we are. Normal.
In fact,
Per
we're going to
usual.
watch two movies.
Well, they don't, I wanted to save that, but we can talk about it now.
Oh, well, we're watching the movie you're going to hear right now, which is going to be a board episode.
Yeah, whatever movie Abby decides to make us sit through.
Oh, God.
And
I'm
then
so scared.
I went ahead and picked out a movie for Abby later. So, yeah.
So how's your week been, Ben? And Abby, I guess. How's your week been, Abby?
Exhausting.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Classes are in full swing.
Well,
So-
for you, I'm fucking out of there. I'm done.
I'm so glad I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Me too. I'm over it. I gave up.
Yeah. Abby graduated.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Abby graduated. I gave up, and you're still going for it. So
3 different paths here.
3 different ones. Everything works out in the end, I guess.
I guess. But anything interesting with you, Bob?
No, man, I didn't do anything. I mean, you can see I rearranged my room for the podcast. I did some cleaning. I recorded an episode of my other podcast yesterday. Actually, this is the perfect time to bring this up. So yesterday, I recorded my other podcast. We went and got Indian food, Ben. That shit was so good. Like, holy shit.
I can't eat at Indian food places
You're just
anymore.
a baby. You're just being a baby.
No, I'm not being a baby.
Yes, you are.
I'm being a responsible adult who has money problems.
Ben, do you know how much I paid for my Indian food last night?
Like $15.
$25.
Oh my God.
But I had 2 meals out of it. So divide that by 2. That's $12.50
Yeah,
a meal. That's not too bad.
But I used to
That's
be able to
pretty good.
pay like
That's what I'm thinking.
$12.50 for all I could eat Indian food, and I could have 4 meals.
Okay, that's completely fair. But I don't understand your strife with Indian restaurants now. Just go get Indian food. It's good. It's tasty.
Because it's much more expensive than any other restaurant, and it used to be a lot cheaper. So they basically raised their prices by like 200 or 300%.
So?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. It still tastes
If
good.
it's good, it's good.
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
but
saying.
it's not worth like a price hike of 200%.
I definitely think it was. Like what I ate, I had their lamb vindaloo. That shit was so good.
I've never had Indian food.
Oh, it's delicious.
It's
It's like one of
the
Evan's favorite
one
things.
type of food I've never had.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so good. We had some of their garlic naan. It was so good. And their samosas. We had lamb
Yeah,
samosas.
you definitely did not have beef samosas.
No, they were lamb samosas. I'm stupid. But yeah, I thought you would be excited about me having Indian food. No, nothing.
Clearly not.
No, he's just angry.
He
I'm
looks
just-
so disappointed.
I'm just tired. I went to bed
Mm-hmm.
at 4 and woke up at 6.
Fuck that. Have you been up since 6?
Yes.
You didn't have to be here till like 2 p.m.
I was doing research,
Research.
and then I had to do some homework. Yeah, research
Research.
for that movie that we're watching with Abby.
Oh, God.
That horrible, horrible wretch of a
It's
movie.
gonna be great.
Do you know what movie?
Oh, no. Oh, no idea.
Oh, okay.
He won't tell me anything.
I'm most worried for that one.
Really?
Like, I don't know why, but having the option of like picking the movie on the board is less terrifying.
That's fair.
Because I know I'm doing it to myself in a way.
That's how I cope with doing this podcast is I go, I did that to myself.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, Ben will not put something super depraved on the board because he knows that
That's not true.
well, that's not true. But
I haven't had the opportunity to put anything super depraved on the board.
But he knows that if it's too depraved, I'll just leave. So he can't completely fuck us.
I mean, it's your house. You can just kick him out.
True.
Turn the movie
I'd just
off.
be like, all right, Trent, throw him out. Pick him up.
Trent would
Get
do
rid
it.
of him. I know he would. Trent would think it was fun.
Trent's Bob's roommate. He's a big dude.
He's a big guy.
All right. Well, does anyone else have anything they want to share?
No. I'm
I
nervous.
Don't think so.
Okay. So, Abby, what category are you doing?
I think I'm gonna do pseudo documentary.
Oh, God damn it.
All right. You have access to Bob. Close your eyes so I can show her numbers.
Oh, my eyes are
You have
closed.
access to.
I'm gonna go with 3.
You're going with 3.
I don't
Magic number 3.
All right.
know. Abby.
It's probably gonna be awful.
The last one of these we watched was probably the worst movie experience I've ever had.
Bob, I'm
I
so
told
sorry
you,
in advance.
It's not going to be Oceans again.
It won't be the oceans.
Today, for pseudo documentaries, we are watching the Poughkeepsie Tapes. What's wrong, Bob?
Is that really bad?
I think I've told
I don't know
Bob
what
about
that
this movie
is.
before.
Are you kidding me? We're gonna watch those?
The Poughkeepsie Tapes?
That's fucked up, Ben.
What do you mean?
That's fucked up.
Why is
Dude,
that
I
fucked
don't know
up?
shit about this movie.
I'm not gonna tell you shit about this movie till we
Oh,
watch it.
All right, so
Oh no.
you want you want the description?
Are you?
Yeah.
No. Are you? I genuinely cannot believe that these are on here, and you're gonna make us sit through this.
I didn't choose it.
Ben, if this is too awful, you're fired.
Oh well, okay. I wasn't gonna. I wasn't gonna go there. But whatever.
I'm glad you chose this one.
I'm
'cause
fucking scared.
I have a feeling that I shouldn't be
This
glad
has
about
things you don't like in it. So
oh,
that's
this has stuff I don't like either.
it. Oh,
Man.
it has stuff I don't like in it?
yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All right. So, the description.
Yep.
It breaks down the Poughkeepsie Tapes and their history.
You're such a
I
fucking
don't know if the
cunt.
fucking Poughkeepsie
Wow.
tapes are.
Abby, after doing so many episodes with him, I know these descriptions give me nothing.
Well,
They're
to be
always
honest,
awful.
They're for you, so you don't try and bitch out when you hear the description.
Oh god damn.
All right. So it's a 2007 film.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's an hour and 21 minutes long.
At least it's not long. Thank God it's
Okay.
not long.
It's rated R.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Its review scores. IMDb's a 6.0 out of 10.
It's not bad.
The tomato meter is a 67%, and the audience score is a 50%.
Okay.
Oh, 50%. for
okay, that's
audience.
not
Yeah.
atrocious.
Dead middle.
Maybe they rated it so poorly because it was so terrifying.
I
Right.
I doubt that.
All right, so people in this movie. Stacy Chbosky as Cheryl Dempsey. So she played Elise Jackson in Quarantine, the 2008 one.
Oh,
That's the American remake.
Yeah, we haven't watched that yet. Are we gonna watch it? You think?
At some point.
Okay.
That's the American remake of Wreck, which we did an episode on a while ago.
Yeah.
There's Ben Mesmer as Edward Carver. He's Griffin in Quarantine.
Oh, a bunch of people from Quarantine are in this movie.
Yes, and we'll get to the reason in a second.
Oh, okay.
And then Ron Harper as Mike Mokes, who I know especially as Uncle Jack from Land of the Lost.
I've never seen that.
No,
I don't know
No.
any of these people.
that's
Me-
an old
me
TV
either.
show from the 70s.
Abby, every time he gives me a list of actors, I always go, I don't know any of
It's
these
for me.
people.
Yeah, most of the time when I listen to the episodes, I'm like, I don't know who these people
Oh.
are.
Ben really just has an old man taste. So.
Well, my mom grew up watching that show, so like when I was a kid, she bought all the DVDs of all the seasons,
oh, that makes sense.
and I watched that. I also had Gilligan's Island,
See, I never watched Gilligan's Island either.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
Dude also played Alan Verdon from Planet of the Apes, the
Oh.
TV show,
No,
not
never
the
mind.
Oh.
movie.
Never.
All right. So the writer and director of this is John Eric Dowdle. He also directed and wrote Quarantine.
Oh, okay.
That's why he has a bunch of people in this,
Makes sense.
as well as, well, he wrote As Above, So Below.
Oh,
Same guy.
that movie will fuck me up, and you know that.
Oh, I haven't watched it, but I've seen the trailer, and
I
I
like
was
that one.
horrified.
No, see, I don't do good with enclosed spaces.
But
Mm-mm.
he basically writes everything he directs.
That's
So
really nice. I like when writers also direct what they write. It's always good. in
It
my
usually
opinion.
works out pretty
Yeah.
well because they have more creative control, but you never know. So the budget and the box office for this is unknown. Couldn't find it.
Awesome. That's
Country
so
of origin is United States.
Okay.
Uh,
Not so spooky.
I couldn't find any, other names for it.
All right. I'm glad you didn't.
And, I couldn't really find any taglines referenced on the posters.
God damn, you'd have nothing for this movie, huh?
Yeah, there was some taglines on IMDb, but I didn't see any of them on the posters anywhere.
Really?
Now, there's a reason I couldn't find any information for this movie.
Yeah.
We'll get to that, but it was a smaller film.
Oh, man.
That's the real reason. So the story for the film is credited as being created by both John Eric Dowdle and his brother Drew Dowdle, who also happens to be the film's producer, so directors and producers. Edward Carver, one of the people I named earlier, is the name attributed to the film's unnamed killer for the purpose of clarity when referring to the film's plot and actors. The name is derived from the character's brief use of the name Ed in one section of the film, and assumably from the killer's actions involving his victims' corpses.
Oh,
no. Oh,
Abby,
that already
Abby,
put.
I know what this
Oh.
movie is, and I already don't want to fucking be here.
Cheryl's actor, Stacy Chbosky, is married to John Eric Dowdle, the film's director.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's why she's also in quarantine. The film's original premiere was at the Tribeca Film Festival in May 2007 and had a scheduled theatrical release by Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, so MGM, scheduled for February 8th, 2008. However, the film was eventually removed from release schedule with no explanation, even though its trailer had been featured like widely in a number of horror movies in 2007. It was not until 2014 when the film received its first official limited release on demand
Interesting.
through DirecTV. However, the film was subsequently pulled from DirecTV after less than a month of screening.
God damn.
Dowdle, the director, has suggested that MGM was considering like a wider release, finally, but that never happened.
Awesome.
And it wasn't until October 10th, 2017 that the film finally received a true release on DVD and Blu-ray through Scream Factory.
Really? Holy shit.
Yep.
That's a
So-
long-ass time.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of information on this film because it was smaller, but also because it was basically locked away so no one could see it for
It's like production hell, basically.
years.
Jesus.
About 10.
That sucks.
People
That
liked
makes
it at
me
film
more
festivals.
nervous.
It's just, since then. Bob, what do you remember? Because I think I've talked to you about this film
Oh, you
before.
and fucking Austin.
Oh, Austin talked to you about this one?
Yeah. That motherfucker.
Mini Austin?
Yeah, small boy. Small.
Okay.
You and Tim have both talked to me. I've heard you all talk about this movie. I've heard you mention this movie.
You said Tim too?
No, not
Oh.
Tim. No, God.
These are people we work with.
Abby, I don't talk to Tim. I just follow Tim on Twitter. That's different.
Dude, his Twitter's so funny.
It's so funny. I don't even think he knows that I'm there, like liking his
Probably
shit.
not.
It's very funny.
I feel like he's not the type person to like keep up with that stuff.
No,
He tweets something and then he forgets about
it's
it.
hilarious every time. Every time, man doesn't miss. It's awesome. So is that all, Ben? You don't
That's
have any-
all I got. We're just going to watch the film.
I'm going into this blind.
Yeah,
and-
Abby's
Yeah, I
terrified.
didn't. I know what this movie's about, and I didn't want to tell you because
Yeah, that's a good
Oh
decision.
no.
Well,
I don't want to be
I
here.
thought 3 was going to be the lucky number and I'm not feeling good about my decision.
I think it was a good choice for you
I think
because you're going to have fun.
maybe fun.
Mayhaps.
God.
Maybe there will be fun had. Unlikely.
For me.
Very unlikely.
Ben will have fun. Ben always has
Yeah.
fun.
But, that's all I got. So we can watch it whenever.
Yeah.
But it's gonna
Are
be
you
a-
ready?
It's going to be like a pseudo documentary. So it's going to look kind of real.
Oh,
Are you ready,
no.
Abby?
No. But yeah.
Okay. We'll see you in a minute. Bye. Hi everybody. Welcome back. We just finished
The Poughkeepsie Tapes.
uh,
Yay! I think everyone had a great time.
That's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like I said, everyone had a great time.
That wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen in my life, but that was fucking awful, dude.
No, for me that was the worst.
So I guess that's how we do it, Abby. Before we get into spoilers, does anyone want to share their thoughts about the Poughkeepsie Tapes?
Yeah, why the fuck would you let her pick that?
Because you told me when we first had guests on that I'm not allowed to pick the movie and that I let them pick.
Oh man.
That's true.
So
But also,
why'd you let her do that,
I want to
Bob?
play this fair. I come in, I pick my number.
well, all I'm saying is
I get
that
the
was like that might
consequences.
be. I don't want to say that as a factual statement. That might be the most fucked up movie we've watched on this show. Fair?
So far, maybe.
So far, maybe.
That's
Maybe.
what I'm getting at. This movie's fucked.
That
Yeah.
is awful.
It was horrific. I was so like I wasn't really scared. I was just uncomfortable the whole fucking time.
It's
Yeah.
it's a watch. If you haven't seen anything like that before, which I doubt either of you have.
No.
Nope.
It's a little rough.
And I will never see anything like that in my life again.
Well, I'm sure you will.
I'm sure you will.
We'll get there.
Oh. I was
Eventually.
hoping that was going to be like a one and done type thing. Like,
Oh,
alright,
well.
I've watched
so,
the most
like-
fucked up movie possible. Never again.
Without getting into it, that movie is fucked up because it feels real, and then they show a level of depravity that's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
However,
Sure.
in the grand scheme of things, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I get where he's coming from.
I mean, I don't know. We didn't talk
because
about
it's
this
a
earlier.
documentary. Like, it looks real as if they're like, like you're watching a documentary and they're
They-
reporting a real story.
They sell it.
They do. They definitely sell
Yeah.
it, but it's still just like
Holy fuck.
it's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
I mean, I don't think we talked about this earlier, but what horror movies have you seen? Have you seen like the whole early 2000s tortures porn thing that went on?
No.
Or
No.
some of
I
the
haven't
pretty
watched-
gruesome.
I really haven't watched a whole lot of horror movies. Like, I've seen some of the basic stuff like The Conjuring and Annabelle.
See, I haven't even
Yeah.
seen that.
And then just really like random one-off ones on Netflix
Wow,
that I couldn't even tell you the names of because they were so cheesy and stupid.
fair enough.
Awesome.
There's basically a whole, not genre, but group of films that people watch because they're like some people like them. Some people watch them so they can be like, I stood through this.
Like a badge of honor.
And yeah, this is not one of them. That
No,
doesn't reach
bro.
that level.
No.
Any other thoughts before we start getting into spoiler Terry?
Spoilers? No, I don't. I have nothing to say.
You guys
I'm
like
so
it, dislike
defeated
it?
by the.
I disliked it so
I
much.
hated it. It was awful. Terrible experience. Okay, movie.
Okay, movie, yeah.
Yeah, the movie itself was okay.
No.
It's not bad.
The actual quality of the movie, it was alright.
Yeah, it's decent. I'd recommend it. I think it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Some of
Listen.
it is a little jarring because it like,
It can just
God.
be kind of disturbing.
yeah,
Just
it's
like
just
a little
fucked
bit.
up. My main complaint is some of the documentary style shots. You can tell they just shot with a green screen.
Yeah.
You could tell. Trust me.
Yeah, in the documentary parts,
Yeah.
that's because they're documentary parts, and it's supposed to look like a cheap 2007 documentary.
Oh well.
Yeah, that's. I keep not taking into account what year this came out.
Yeah, but also like
because
there's
it got pushed
at the
back
beginning
so
of the
far.
movie, there's a shot of a woman standing in front of a house that's very clearly just on a green screen behind her.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that was not supposed to look like it. I'm pretty sure was supposed to look like she was just standing in front of a house.
I don't
and
know.
it was not good.
All the real shots are real.
Yeah.
And then the
yeah.
the
Oh god.
set shots are set shots because they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it looks like a 2007
No, it does.
documentary.
It does.
Like
It-
something you'd see on primetime.
Yeah, and I think they did a good job casting all of the police officers and/or FBI people. They all looked believable and/or
Yeah.
fit the roles in which they played. I think.
I had to like stop myself a couple of times because I would get too into it and think I was watching a fucking documentary
See,
and then pull myself back.
And they really go for it. They got the cheesy music and the graphics.
Yeah.
They really went for it with it. It
Um,
was
Heck, they ended the
sense.
whole film with the whole like in honor of, and then they gave like the victims and stuff.
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, hell, even the dude at the end of the movie. Well, I guess this is a spoiler now. I guess we're
Oh.
talking about it.
Uh,
Well, okay.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. I was just giving
I
a final
thought-
warning.
I thought you had some more things you wanted to say before we got to the spoilers. That was very funny.
I mean,
Spoilers?
go watch it right now if you don't
Ben,
like
is there anything
spoilers.
you would like to add
Yeah.
before we get to the spoilers?
Yeah, Benjamin.
I mean, I think it's decent. It's not one of those films I'd necessarily recommend watching a lot. Just
No, I
because-
would not. I would not recommend watching this.
Not
if
for
you're
the
listening to
reason
this
you guys
podcast,
say,
don't watch
but
it.
Like, I think it's a fun movie. I think
Fun?
it's enjoyable.
Enjoyable.
No, it's pretty good, and it messes with you psychologically, and that's
Yeah.
great if that's what you want. I'm not sure how much fun it was on a second rewatch because it's hard for me to judge watching it with two people. However, I will say there's a lot of dark comedy in there, and so it was very funny on the second watch.
I mean, there were parts
I
where I
guess
started
third
laughing
watch.
and went, "This is fucked
That
up."
was the third
Yeah.
watch, but yeah, it's all right.
I mean, 9/11 is a part of the plot, so that was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Like, me and Abby
Forgot
both
about
laughed
that
at
already.
that. That was good.
that's a quote from Bob there, laughing
Oh.
about 9/11.
I was laughing. It was funny.
No, it was not, Bob. It was.
It
a
wasn't funny at
national
the time,
tragedy.
but now it's funny.
No. 9/11 was not fun.
No, the way they use 9/11 in this
But-
movie is
yeah,
funny.
it's like a plot line almost.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh god.
All right. Well, I guess spoiler territory now.
Yeah. Oh,
Spoiler
God.
territory. They talk about 9/11.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
talk.
that's-
9/11 comes up.
All right. Well, did you want to say that thing, or do you just want to go into the?
I don't even know what I was
Breakdown.
gonna say. You distracted me.
Okay, so obviously this film's structured like a documentary, right?
Yep.
And it's broken down into parts, and it's generally going chronologically in order
Yeah.
of the tapes. So it starts out with his first kill, and then it's like more experienced, and more and more, and then it gets to
progresses.
the Cheryl
Mhm.
Dempsey stuff, which is basically
God.
we learn that he was obsessed with this one woman, girl, whatever. She was 19, but he basically kidnapped her and held her hostage for years and years and years.
Yeah.
And
It's so fucked up.
yeah,
I
I mean,
don't think they said how many years he had her for.
I don't
they?
know actually. Well, she was abducted in the 90s, and this came out in 2007. So, because it said
Probably
missing
like about-
1992, and she was
Oh,
19
shit.
at the time.
yeah.
And I assume she's probably in her.
So yeah, probably over 10 years.
Probably, yeah.
Over
But
10 years.
yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a lot of description that happens. It's mostly them just breaking down the tapes and going through them.
Mm-hmm.
The only really big thing that stands out is the 9/11 stuff. Basically, you realize that he's a pretty organized serial killer. He has this thing where he understands how profiling works. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
breaks down, like, hey, this is what I do, and if I change it, I can look like I'm doing something else. So he decides to make like a fake serial killer persona on
Yeah.
top of his already fake ones. But he makes this one really obvious, and it's like he uses it to frame a cop to get him like arrested and
Yeah.
sentenced to death, and then eventually reveals that, hey, it wasn't the cop that did it, and no one cares because 9/11 happened.
That's the funny part, is that no
Dude.
one cares because 9/11 happened.
Okay, you say it's funny, but it's super depressing.
It's dark, but also like, yeah, of course no one cares. 9/11 happened.
yeah.
And the funny part is that the dude is mad about it. That's the
yeah,
funny part.
The cop's son, he's like, yeah, the news broke that my dad was innocent, but it happened 2 days after 9/11. So he was on page 6.
So
He
fucking
was so fucking
stupid
pissed
and
about
funny.
it.
It's awesome.
yeah.
That's the
Like-
funny part.
9/11 wasn't just inconvenient for him.
No.
He made 9/11 all about him.
He really did, which is like ridiculous.
That is
Especially
the funny
considering
part.
he lives in New York.
yeah,
Like-
it's gonna be
Yeah, but
big
it's
there.
the difference between something that like affects you personally.
I'm sure he could I don't know how close that is to New York, but New York.
But it's it's the difference between something that affects you personally and something
Yeah.
that doesn't. And his whole thing with his dad, the kid, his dad got taken in the prison when he was in high school,
Yeah.
and he was bullied, and all his friends left him, and all that other shit.
It's so shitty.
It's fucked
'Cause
up.
His dad was a serial killer,
Yeah.
And then turned out to not be a serial killer.
and then he had to go through the whole emotional thing of, I think my dad should be sentenced to death because
Yeah.
he's a serial killer.
And he even said
Yeah.
it on the news, which is like really fucked up.
yeah.
This movie is a really good perspective
yeah.
on what traumatic things do to people and how they
Mhm.
react.
yeah.
And we see that especially with Cheryl
Oh god.
Which, yeah,
throughout the movie.
surprise, the cop isn't the killer.
Yeah.
And the serial killer reveals this to the cop's partner who arrested him
Mm-hmm.
by breaking into his house and leaving a map there.
It says, I think it said you missed one.
Yeah, it leads them
Mhm.
to another body that has DNA evidence on it. So they're like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Which
Well-
leads them to a house.
And then they backtrack the map to the serial killer's house, which he did on purpose.
Where he left all the tapes.
yeah, like he had printed it off of MapQuest.
Yeah.
And so they were able to go into MapQuest and be like, only one person
Yeah.
has printed out this map.
Because it's a very specific, tiny map.
Yeah, a
Mhm.
very specific location. Like it was just like some wooded area or sand
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
like a street or two.
yeah.
It's so
God,
fucked
that
up.
was... And then they don't even find the killer.
No, they just find the tapes and Cheryl.
Just the house.
I mean, it goes to show how well thought out it was. I mean, he planned the whole thing with the cop for I think they say like 10 years
Yeah, it took him a while.
because he had to commit a bunch of killings, but he also had to get this guy arrested and
And get
all
his
that
DNA
stuff.
to be able to frame him and get him to do the
Mhm.
things he needs him to do. It
Make
was a
sure
whole
that
thing.
cop was in town for the killings.
Yeah. Make sure he was in Pennsylvania when he was in Pennsylvania
I
killing.
mean, the killer's probably going to be more annoyed by the whole 9/11 thing than anyone else because that was his like piece de resistance.
I mean, yeah, they even talk about that. They're like, that was his big moment, and then 9/11 happened and it ruined it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, when they go into the house, they find the tapes, and then they also find Cheryl still alive.
In a coffin, basically, just in like a pine box with
Yeah.
a seal on it.
She was
Fucked
beat
up.
up.
She got messed up by this
Yeah.
man.
Then they took her to the hospital, and the psychologist at the hospital was like, yeah, her injuries weren't getting better. They were actually getting worse because she was torturing herself when she was alone in the hospital room. Psychologist was saying she didn't know how to live without being tortured.
That's so fucked up. It's
Oh,
so
God. Dude, that hurt
messed up.
physically.
Yeah, I mean it's like what Bob said. It's a good example of a film that shows kind of the effects of bad things
Mhm.
on people.
The effects of immense amounts of torture.
Yeah, I mean,
Torture
she has
especially.
hella Stockholm syndrome. Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
she eventually we realize she kills herself because she can't stand being separated
Mm-hmm.
from her killer. I mean, probably I think the hardest scene to watch in the film is they get an interview with her
Oh,
months
God.
afterwards.
Oh, my
The-
God.
And they keep trying to ask her questions, and she just goes, "I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say," because
No, she says, I don't know what you want me to say.
because that's how she was conditioned for
Years.
years and years and years, and
I
when
mean,
the
she
guy
was.
eventually assures her that, hey, you can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
She goes, "He loved me."
No one wants me to say that.
Yeah.
So fucked up. It's so bad. I mean, we haven't even gotten to like. I'm not.
We've skipped all the other killings.
Yeah, all the other killings. There are some really uncomfortable scenes with some Girl Scouts where you're just under the impression that something horrible is going to happen to them.
Well, yeah. And the first kill in the movie, for anyone who's interested, is he kills and we learn rapes like an 8-year-old.
Yep.
Yeah.
He basically
Yeah,
just walks up
6.
while she's playing in the yard, conks her on the back of the head after talking to her, and puts them in her truck and drives away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So when the Girl Scouts entered the scene,
I was
I
worried.
got real nervous.
I was fucking freaking out.
But
yeah.
they ended up leaving unscathed. And then we revealed that Cheryl was in the room the entire time under a sheet. What was she?
she was
at
the table.
She was
Table?
posing as a fucking coffee table.
Yeah, posing as a table.
And the girls heard something, and they're like, "What was that?" And he was like, "Oh, I must have left a TV on the basement." No, it was Cheryl groaning because she's.
No.
Or was it someone
Yeah.
screaming?
It was someone in the basement who got free, and then he blamed Cheryl because she didn't tie the ropes tight enough.
Oh, that's
Mm.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at
'Cause
the
he
end
was
of the
keeping
day,
people in the basement too.
yeah,
Yep.
that's where he keeps everyone.
Oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah,
This motherfucker. That's correct.
at the end of the day, the whole thing
God
with this
damn.
film is it's not really about how he kills people or why.
I mean, you don't even see that many people die. It's only
it's
like
supposed
2.
to be a documentary. You can't really show people being murdered in a documentary.
Well, it did.
They did. But
Some really heinous ways.
There was. We'll talk about it, but there was one where I thought I was gonna like lose my marbles.
it's not about the killings. It's about giving a profile of this dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it showed even some of because on the tapes he documents the whole process of dismembering the bodies, disposing of them, everything.
Oh yeah.
So
Which
like,
is so crazy.
which is so some of the scenes we get are him dismembering bodies, taking things apart, cutting up cadavers, shit like that.
I just want to know how much money he spent on tapes.
Oh, an
'Cause he
immense
had-
amount.
He
There
had
were
what,
so-
like 2,600 tapes? It was
Something like that.
2,400 hours worth of footage.
We saw one of them at the end with one of the numbers, and it was 2552.
Yeah, and that
Yeah.
wasn't even the last one.
Yeah. So
And he started buying those in like the 80s or the 70s, so
Yeah.
they're pretty expensive.
I wonder if he just I think he just went in one day and was like, I need 40 tapes.
No,
and
you
then just like bought them in big piles. He's like, I don't know
you
how
just
long
go
it's
to
going to take
different
me to go
stores
through
and buy
these.
one or two.
Yeah,
Ah,
nobody will
it's
question it. I mean,
tedious. I could never be a serial
it's tedious,
killer.
but how often
It's
are you
also
making
very
them?
tedious to chop up a whole body into tiny little pieces and then distribute it to pieces like 90 miles apart.
That's true.
See, if I were a serial killer, which I'm not and never will be, I would be so bad at it.
Like
I don't have the patience for that.
we were watching the film and you were
I get
questioning
caught
like
right away.
why he was behaving the way he was. Like he was creeping up behind people, and it's like it's because he gets off on it.
He's a fucking freak, man.
Yeah. For lack of a
he's
better
not
word.
neurotypical. That's that's the point.
Oh,
He's
God.
I guess you guys have some kills that were the most disturbing. I know
Yup.
the answer, but
I
Yup.
know what
who wants to go first?
I think we have the same answer.
I know
Bob,
you do.
go ahead.
So
You watched it. I closed my eyes.
Well, I watched most of it. I couldn't. I was halfway in the trash can for a minute.
Oh, I thought you did throw up. You didn't?
No, I didn't. I held it in, but it
oh,
was
I'm
close.
proud of you. Good job.
Thank you. It was fucking foul. So on this show, I'm gonna preface this before I talk about what happened. I've seen someone get cut in half.
Episode 0. Yeah.
Episode 0. Watch someone get cut in half. I've watched people get annihilated. like Jesus Christ. I've watched people get exploded. I've watched someone's head turn into bugs and then crawl over a mask. I've watched all kinds of fucked up shit on the show. Nothing beats this. Nothing. This is the most.
God.
This is the most depraved, fucked up thing I think I've seen since we started this show, and it's only because of how personal it was.
It's the tension.
Yeah.
It's the use of tension, which is very well done throughout this film because the people look scared.
The people look scared.
And the guy, who's always, he's wearing a costume, so
Yeah.
you can't see his face, but he always looks like he's having a good time.
He usually is, I think.
Oh yeah, he's 100%
So-
having a good time.
The shot starts, and I'm going to describe what Abby hates
Oh,
about
God.
this scene
Oh,
before I get to
God.
what I hate about this scene.
Yeah.
Because I didn't hate that part as much. It wasn't so
Oh,
bad.
I did.
Honestly, it was kind of creepy, but he's an artsy fellow.
Yeah.
He does his thing.
The best part is she couldn't even see it.
Yeah, I know. It's great. He's
No.
doing
He was
it for
doing it.
himself.
He's
Yeah.
doing it, or
Or for the tape.
he's doing it for the eventual release of these tapes, which he's been saving for like
Yeah.
2 or 3
Years,
decades.
yeah.
Either one. Probably
So
both.
anyway, the shot is it's a woman's face. She has
God.
tape on her mouth, and she's tied to a pole.
Oh, God.
And you can only see on like the right half of the screen, and to the left you can see a door. And you're like, oh, what? Oh my God, my
Like a
dog
doorway.
farted. It
Yeah.
smells so bad.
You're gonna have to cut that.
The fart? No, I'm leaving that in.
Please
She
cut that.
is tied to this pole, struggling, of course, as you would be because you were fucking kidnapped. And out of the left side, through the door, comes crawling the killer, Ed, if you will, wearing like a white mask. Almost looks like that mask from that thing from Spirited Away. You know what I'm talking about?
It's just a white.
It's like a
no
white
mask.
mask with no features on it, really.
Yeah.
Crawling slowly on all fours, creepily at the camera.
That is not a good description of that, Bob.
I don't know how else.
I don't know how else to describe it, Benjamin.
Basically, he's walking on all fours,
Yeah.
and he's walking with kind of like his back bent, so he's super arched, right?
Yeah.
What he's done
Like an animal.
to make this look disturbing is he's wearing his normal mask on,
Yeah.
which is a plague doctor's mask.
Yeah, like a beaky mask.
But then he's taken a second mask, like a nondescript white mask, and put it on the top of his head so that when he's walking on all fours, like the top of his head looks like it's facing forward.
Oh, I thought it was.
And it
On
tricks
God, I
your
thought
brain
that
into the fact that it looks like he's walking backwards so that his back's like broken and he's
Yeah.
walking like
did not realize that. Thought he was
See-
just facing that way.
so it looks like he's contorted all the way upside down like in The Exorcist.
yeah, that's exactly what I
Yeah.
thought.
No,
as soon as
he's
I saw it.
walking forward. He can't do that.
Yeah.
See, Bob thought that was only creepy. But here's the thing. I don't know why. I have nightmares about seeing a similar figure. Not
Oh.
like that mask or anything like that. But something creepy. I've always had like a fear that I'm going to see that like down my hallway.
That's fucking whack.
I mean,
So seeing that,
Not great?
I was unprepared.
yeah, same.
and
Unprepared.
it looks more awkward and weird because he uses the mask that's on top of his head to look with.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like he moves it. It's for show.
It's
It's done very
weird.
well.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, he fucking backwards crawls at the camera.
No, he just walks, like forward walks.
Forward walks. Looks like he's going backwards.
Looks like he's going backwards. It's fucked up. It looks
Oh, God.
creepy. But eventually he crosses. So basically, the way the camera's set up, it's above. It's like at eye level with the woman.
Yeah.
So eventually he crosses below where the camera can see. So he fades out and he's gone. And then he slowly comes back up into view of the camera with the white mask. And I'm like, oh, what's he going to do to her? It can't be that bad. I'm sure it can't be awful, right?
Yeah, they both relaxed after he like popped up. 'Cause
Yeah,
they were like, oh, it's fine.
Abby and I both really don't like needles.
No, we don't.
And this man has like needle fingers.
He's Edward Needlehands.
He's got like
Yeah,
two
he really
needles on
is.
the tips of his fingers, like little needle gloves. And he takes them and he shoves them in her neck, which causes her to start bleeding out of her neck.
Yep.
And then the blood flows under the tape out of her mouth because she's trying to breathe. And blood starts going, like, creeping out between the tape and her face and out of her neck. And it is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
I think the I'm gonna say best part of that is that after the blood like leaks out of her mouth between the tape, she starts like gasping and she sucks so hard that the tape bows inwards.
Yeah. I was over the trash can, like, about to throw up.
It's a well shot scene. It's very guttural, and I think it's mostly the
it's
tension. 'Cause it's
so...
It's not the most graphic thing ever.
No,
In
but
fact,
it's so personal, like,
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
And it's, like...
Like you're watching this woman get murdered.
it's
in front of you.
specifically at the end of the film because they built up over like an hour that like, hey, all this is real.
Yeah.
And then here's a shot super close up of this woman's face.
Yeah.
And she's very slowly killed.
Yeah, like some of the scenes where it's sort of just like shadow figures. Like he sets the camera down and you just see him, like his shadow
Yep.
punching
Yeah.
someone. That's not that bad.
No.
But
Cool. I like that as, like, a device to show things without showing things, right?
yeah, I enjoyed that.
Although you guys didn't like when Cheryl's getting pounded in the head.
Oh, well, that
Well,
just
that-
made me feel bad.
Yeah, that one just felt bad. That was
I
a feels
didn't-
bad, man.
I didn't mind the shot. Like, I liked the shadow shots as much as they freak me out. But, you know, I just felt bad for her.
She's got the shit beat out of her,
But-
man. I don't know.
But as soon as I saw those needles come out and him, like, look in the camera
Yeah.
with his needle fingers, I closed my eyes. I
Yeah.
made Ben tell me when the scene was over.
I
I did not want to witness that.
Oh, God, that one was fucked up.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's much more to describe. It's
No, it's so hard to describe because it's first of all, it's a documentary, so it's
yeah.
it's just basically slowly learning all these things about this killer over the course of an hour and a half.
It's informative, and it's just like a breakdown of what he's done, and then clips of it.
Yeah.
And so there's not really a lot to talk about.
I do have one complaint. And
Alright.
and it's not even, I guess it is a complaint, but it's not at the same time.
Go ahead.
I understand why they use the filter that makes it look like a VHS and it's all warped and stuff because it totally makes sense.
Yeah.
And I like it. And I like it for the style. But oh my God, some of these shots are impossible to fucking see.
So what Bob's talking about
Yeah.
is the clips that the serial killers recorded were recorded on VHS.
Yep.
And they look really distorted. Very
Yeah.
specifically, the really old ones look super duper so distorted,
Yeah.
and then the newer ones still most of the time look distorted, but they're better. And it's a valid complaint because it makes things hard to watch.
It makes it really hard to see sometimes.
Like when he's in Cheryl's house.
Oh yeah, that one's really
and
hard.
He's
Yeah.
hiding in the closet. Bob was like, "Oh, do you see what he's doing with his hands?" I couldn't even tell, because like one, he is in a closet, but
Yeah.
then also the distortion of it, I couldn't even see his hand or the movement.
I
Yeah.
think there's two reasons for that. There's first of all the idea that like sometimes the distortion legitimately makes it scarier because you kind of can't see
kind of,
things.
yeah.
And it adds that semblance of reality to it.
Mhm.
The other choice is just the in-universe choice of these tapes are really old.
And it makes total sense, and I get why they did it as a creative choice. I just, well, a lot of it becomes difficult for me to digest because
Yeah,
it's really
and that's
hard
valid.
to see.
Part of the issue you guys had watching it though, we have some lights in here from
Yeah, we have
from
the
our monitor
Yeah.
that we monitor sound with.
Yeah, that too. That could have messed.
These
it up a
clips
bit.
are a lot easier to watch if you're in pitch
black.
darkness. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably
some
true.
of the things you guys had trouble seeing, you can see normally. What I was going to say, though, part of the reason those tapes are hard to watch isn't just that they're old. If you rewatch a tape a lot, it starts to get worn out.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you
Oh,
copy
God, that's so fucked up.
I
so
didn't consider
it,
that.
the old ones that are super worn
He's
out.
probably seen them
Oh,
a lot. He probably rewatches them.
Yeah.
I did not take that into consideration.
That's
So.
fucked up.
That's gross.
I just thought I should mention that.
Yeah.
Aw.
Fuck.
Ben, you pick up on things.
Yeah.
That
Ben
we
Ben
do
notices
not.
stuff. He's very
But-
good at that.
I guess the final thing I'd like to say about this,
Yeah.
is like I said, they go home with the whole thing that this is real. which
Yeah.
I really like. They really commit to that style. This
Mhm.
is one of the films that really came to my mind when I was like, I want to do this style of thing. And how they commit to it at the end, and I think it's probably the biggest takeaway from this movie, is one of the FBI agents goes like, the one thing we do know, because we don't know who this killer is that he's going to watch this documentary.
In theaters when it comes
Yep.
out.
And
You think that's why MGM never put it out? MGM went, that seems like a horrible idea to inspire people to kill people.
no, I think they just,
No.
there was
Probably
some
not.
Maybe.
controversy over the films being released around that time period. And they probably weighed the facts that they would get too much controversy over this film, but not make enough money off of it to have it be worth it.
Yeah.
It's not like
That's
Saw
completely
where
fair.
they thought they'd make a lot of money off of it, and it's fine. So they just kind of screwed it over.
Yeah.
But that's all I have for that. Do you
I
guys have
like-
anything else?
Okay, well, I hated it, but I liked it.
No,
How
it's not
the
what-
very. No, I'm talking about a specific scene.
Oh, okay.
How the
Okay.
very beginning of the the movie. I keep telling myself it's a fucking documentary. It's not.
It is. It's all
From a
but
real.
certain
it's
point of view.
not. Ben, don't do that to me. But it opens up with a shot of somebody setting down a videotape, and at first it just looks like a field. Turns out to be a cemetery. And he gets in his truck and starts driving, and it pulls a body through the ground. And then that's one of the last shots of the movie, because you find out the killer went back for Cheryl's body
Yep.
and fucking grave robbed her.
Yep.
Like,
It's the first scene of the movie that you see, and that we don't learn what that was until the end of the movie.
yeah, like you
I
sort
like
of
the
have an
wraparound.
idea.
It's nice.
Like,
It's a good
oh yeah,
wraparound.
that's probably
it's
the
a good
serial
it's
killer.
a good cap on the end of the movie.
Yeah, it made me think there was going to be a lot more necrophilia in here than there was.
Well, there
Oh,
was a lot of
there was a lot
implied
of necrophilia.
necrophilia.
implied, yeah.
They do a
But-
good job of they keep some things in, but they keep the super heinous stuff out.
Yeah, so there's like 27 of these tapes missing. It's a lot of tapes, and they even say like they don't know why he excluded them. They don't know if it was because he didn't like get revealed his face, or if it was just too depraved for anyone to see. He was like, you know what? I'll keep these for myself.
Oh god, it
And,
makes
like,
me wonder though.
ugh. What's on those 27 tapes? Fucked up shit.
Yeah,
Or maybe it's more balloon stuff.
No, he had 100 hours of balloon stuff he left in.
Oh, my bad.
they. I'm
God.
really glad you brought up the balloon stuff.
Do we see that very little? It's only a little bit of the movie, but it's weird.
It's one of the first shots, and then they just sort of randomly include a still image of it towards the middle.
yeah.
Oh, it's because they're going over the prostitutes he killed. One of the prostitutes is the balloon lady.
That makes sense.
Oh, I didn't realize who Balloon Lady was. I kind of thought it was Cheryl for a while.
Same.
That woman had too much
couldn't really
lack of
tell.
malnutrition to be Cheryl.
That makes sense.
Very true. You know, what threw me off the most is she seems so calm in the balloon scene.
Well, I don't think she knows she's gonna get murdered. I
Yeah,
think
she's
she's
a
She's
prostitute.
a prostitute.
He-
She's just doing her
Oh,
thing.
fuck, that's right.
he
Okay,
brought
that
her
would make sense.
Back to his house for sex, and
Yeah,
He has a balloon fetish.
Yeah.
Apparently.
she's just sitting on a really big balloon.
Bouncing.
And it
and-
wasn't popping, and he got very angry.
Yep. Oh God.
all right.
Oh, that was bad.
Well, anything else, guys?
I don't think so.
All right.
I'm
I want to never think about this
So-
movie again.
this one, like, sometimes we come out of an episode and I go, that was a fun movie. I had a good time. And sometimes we come out of an episode and I go, that was horrific. I had an awful time. And I'm so emotionally damaged from this experience.
We got to get you ready for Cannibal Holocaust.
The day
So-
we watch that is the day we finish an episode and I cry.
let me put this out here because I think this is a fun story for Abby. I don't know if you've heard this. So when I watched this one
Yeah.
for the first time, I watched this by myself alone in my house at night. And
Maniac.
Yeah, maniac behavior.
you know, I watched it. I was like, that was creepy. I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
Fine. when I watched Cannibal Holocaust for the first time, I had a stiff drink, I took a shower, and then I just laid down for a while.
Imagine what that will do to me.
So
Know how I'm gonna sleep tonight
Carefully.
because I still have another movie after this.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the second one hopefully will be a fun one, right, Ben?
I don't think Ben picked a fun movie
I
for
like
me.
the next move.
See, anytime Ben likes something, it means it won't be fun for us.
All right. So
I'm not excited.
check in next week for that one.
Yeah.
right. Who would you guys recommend this movie for?
Nobody.
Honestly, if you're a fan of torture movies like Saw or something, very
No.
akin.
Maybe akin.
It's adjacent.
It's brutal,
It's
but
brutal.
it is not torture porn.
No, but there is torture.
Yeah,
So if you're
but
in torture,
classy torture.
classy my ass.
It's not explicit.
It's really not that gory.
It's not that.
I mean, that one scene.
Like
is.
most of the
explicit,
torture
but-
is people screaming, and that's about it.
Yeah.
or just like regular physical abuse, like punching and kicking.
Yeah. Oh, if you're a true crime enjoyer, this is a good
That's
movie
what I
for
was
that.
gonna say. It's a good true crime
Um,
movie.
If you really like psychological horror,
Yeah.
I think it would be good. I started this off by saying I enjoyed psychological horror. I think this movie has made me rethink that.
No, I think
That's fair.
this
I don't know. This is
film is one I might recommend if you
Oh.
like psychological horror, although it's not
Yeah.
like a true psychological horror movie. It's psychological mixed with, like Bob said, some pretty graphic kind of,
yeah.
not gross out, but just extreme horror.
Extreme is the word. I
And
would
so it's
use.
the combination of it that makes both
Mhm.
worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're interested in seeing something that's kind of like, let's dip our toes into some more unpleasant films, I think this is pretty great for you. It's not, it's not Cannibal Holocaust bad. It's definitely not a Serbian film, but it's not great.
What does that mean?
So earlier I was saying there's certain films that are kind of like the worst of the worst, like the most disturbing films
Yeah.
ever.
Are Serbian films the worst?
No, there's a film called a Serbian film.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Very specific. I don't really want to talk about it. It's not good. I
Okay.
can if you guys want to hear some stuff.
No,
that
I
happens
mean,
in that film.
Will we watch it?
No.
Is it legal?
Yes.
Okay. So we could watch it.
I don't want to do that to you, Bob.
Oh.
Okay.
Like
I'm not gonna make you. Like I hands off. You could,
Like-
you know.
straight up, it's one of the films that people watch and are like, I'm never watching that ever again.
Whoa. Okay.
Like people who are really into horror movies, like people who've seen a lot of stuff. Like I've seen a lot of stuff.
Okay. That's nice to know. Good.
Have
good.
you seen it?
No,
Okay. Okay.
I'm not
Good.
really interested in watching it.
I-
There's some
Understandable.
stuff in there that's
Just the way you've described it.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that you are not going to put yourself through that.
yeah. You know what else is on that list? Surprisingly,
What?
like Human Centipede. I think it's 2.
Oh yeah. We talked about
I never
that.
watched those, and I never
I didn't.
will.
We haven't either. We'll probably will watch one of them at some point, but
Oh,
I'm not
God.
not excited about it.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess those are the recommendations.
Yeah.
Really selling it, guys. But
Can I be real? Like, I would not watch this again.
you thought it was a decent film, but you didn't
it's a
enjoy
decent
yourself.
movie, but I did not have a good time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's completely
I
fair.
agree.
Like, I liked the documentary style. I thought it was well shot.
The acting was good.
The
I
acting
liked
was
the
good.
acting.
The writing was fine. I really didn't have a ton of like problems with the actual movie part of the movie. The content of the movie is what was horrible.
Yeah, but
and that was on purpose. So you know what? Good job.
I mean, you guys talk about like how bad it is, but I mean, it's in that range where you're probably gonna talk about it. Like I can see Bob talking to Austin, one of the people.
Well,
who
yeah,
work
I'll talk to
with
Austin about it because he's seen this, and I know he.
So you're still gonna think about it.
yeah.
And it's just one of those films.
I'm
it's
gonna
just
think about it. I just don't want to.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like bragging rights, but in not a bragging rights kind of way.
It's
You
no.
get to be like, oh, I just watched this horrible film.
I literally just had like an awful experience, but it's fine.
It's okay. I talk about my awful experiences every time.
All right. So
Yeah.
everyone want to give their ratings of the movie, I guess. Abby, do you know how ratings work in this? Kind of.
Is it just 1 to 10?
No,
Yeah.
it's
Well,
1 to 5.
Okay.
You
I
can
couldn't
do half
remember.
ratings.
Yeah. I think that's as far as we'll go.
Mm.
Yeah.
I think I'll give it a 2.5
Oh, that was lower than I thought it was going to be.
Why?
because. Oh, I gave it a lower rating than he thought.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a bad movie, like Bob said. Like, it was a genuinely good movie. It was shot really well. The writing was good. All of that. The content is just a little troubling.
Not for you.
Not for me.
That's completely
Little
fair.
upsetting, especially as a woman.
That is, I was going to, I didn't want to bring it up earlier, but I was like, man, this movie's probably so much worse for Abby than it was for me and Ben.
Yeah.
Because all of the victims were women. Almost, I think he only killed like 2 dudes the whole time.
Yeah, and it's
'cause
because they were
win with
couples.
them.
Yeah. That's the only reason. So
Yeah.
fucking horrific.
But your rating, Bob?
Oh, 4. No, 3.5. 3.5. 3.5. It's pretty middling in general. Like, it's not that it's bad. It's good, but I think the content is polarizing. Like, if you like it, you're really going to like it, and if you don't like it, you're really not going to like it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, if you're going into it and you know what you expect, you know what you want, you're probably going to have a good time. But if you go into it blind like me and Abby did, holy fuck.
Yeah.
It's jarring for sure.
To say the least. It is jarring.
So I'm gonna go with the 3.5.
Oh,
However,
okay.
not for the same reasons that you did, Bob.
Really?
I like to rate these kind of on how well they succeed at their kind of concepts.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this one does a very good job of being a pretty realistic documentary.
Yeah.
And then one that covers, a pretty messed up killings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I've said before, a 3 for me is kind of, it did the job as well as it should. And then anything higher than that is kind of going above and beyond what it normally could be. And I think it does go above and beyond the basic concept because it works a lot with ideas of suspense and kind of the psychology behind it to make
Oh, yeah, for sure.
to make the scenes much worse than they should be. Your guys' reaction to the whole scene where she's getting the needles in her neck and he's coming in with his weird gait shows that the film succeeds on a level it probably shouldn't have otherwise.
Oh, yeah.
However, it doesn't get a 4 because it has issues.
Yeah.
I think the one you said with the tapes where they're kind of hard to watch is it makes sense in universe, but it makes the film hard to watch.
Yeah, and I think that they're sacrificing realism and documentary styling for actual, cinematography.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, but I understand that can make the movie hard to watch.
Yeah, and I appreciate it when it comes to the actual makeup of the movie. It makes it difficult to follow the movie sometimes.
Especially, really small details.
Oh, yeah, really. It makes small stuff hard to
Yeah.
catch, which means that you're getting less out of the experience overall.
Mm-hmm.
Additionally, the film does a good job of looking like a documentary,
Oh,
but
for
it
sure.
does a lot of things that date it to a very early 2000s documentary, which is great, but it also affects kind of the timelessness of the movie.
Yeah.
Already the film feels very dated, and some of the things you
does.
guys kind of laughed at, which you wouldn't have laughed at in 2007 when this came out because that was what a serious piece of media looked like. And
Yeah.
It doesn't anymore. So yeah, I don't think it was a 4, but I think it was better than a 3, so a 3.5. Anything else to add? You guys?
No.
I had a good time.
No, this one
No.
really drained my soul, man.
So
Yeah.
I guess we're going to go to the outtakes
Yeah.
now.
Oh, God. That's going to be fun to listen to, though.
It
be
is going to be
fun.
fun. I don't think I've had to cut around an outtake where someone else actually was screaming. Because Ashley did not think anything was scary.
No. She fell
Yeah.
asleep during the second movie.
Yeah. Well, I was drunk, so I don't remember
There's
that.
some scenes where we're both, yelling at the exact same time.
I know.
Oh, that's going to suck to listen to.
Right.
No, it's going to be funny. I promise.
I guess we'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, we'll see you for the outro. Bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the outtake section for this episode of Beware the Board. I hope you're enjoying our review of the Poughkeepsie Tapes so far. I have very little to say on this movie other than, oh my god, it was a horrific experience. But the movie was okay. For our first outtake today, we have a bit of a conversation we had before we started the movie where Abby tried to cheat and Ben was having a bit of a debacle actually finding the movie so we could watch it. This is a lot of B-roll for me to read through later and pick out what I want to keep.
Well, I had to fucking find this on Redbox, set up a Redbox account, and fucking buy the movie.
Why didn't you rent it?
We did
Because
rent it.
this
Or
way
no,
we-
did you buy it?
Yeah, I bought it.
Oh, okay. Well, because if we ever want to come back to it, now we own it.
Yeah, I just
Yeah, I
tend to buy
guess.
movies just in
Alright,
case.
That's fair.
Yeah. I mean, I already have some Blu-rays I'm starting to collect.
I thought it was on Amazon because it used to be on there, and I've rented from
They
there before.
probably took it off.
Yeah, I can't
Probably.
imagine why.
It was so scary.
No, I don't think it was that scary.
No, I think it's because it's terrifying.
It might be.
Oh wait.
Is everyone ready?
After a decade-long crime spree,
No, don't look
committed.
at the
You left it up for too long,
I didn't even think to try and read it. That's so funny.
dude.
Bob, I've told you not to before.
I love-
'cause
I know.
sometimes there's real bad spoilers in those.
Oh, yeah, I know. This first clip is our reaction to what I would call the cold open of the killer robbing Cheryl's grave using a truck and chain. Get out of here.
Oh, I don't like this already.
Get out of this fucking...
Oh God. Why did I do this?
Thank you, Bob.
You're welcome.
Don't do that.
Oh God. What is he pulling?
Oh, no. Get the...
Is he pulling her
Fuck.
fucking grave out?
Oh,
What
yep.
the fuck?
That's fucked up.
Not even the grave, just the body.
Just the corpse.
oh
That's all you
God.
need.
Why do you need a truck for that? Pick that bitch up. That wasn't that heavy.
Yeah, she looked kind of little.
Well,
Maybe-
no,
maybe-
he
Oh,
basically.
dude. Oh,
Also-
Keith's gone.
I don't know if you guys were
That's
looking. He
awesome.
only hacked a small hole through the top of the coffin, and then he pulled her through the small hole. That's what that breaking sound was.
This next clip is our reaction to the killer kidnapping a 8-year-old girl right off of her front lawn. Come on.
That's why I'm never having
Benjamin.
kids. I don't want my kid to get kidnapped.
You
I don't think that kid's gonna get kidnapped. I think that kid's gonna get murdered.
Well, kidnapped first and
Yeah.
then kid murdered.
that is.
I don't know.
technically
This man
kidnapped
might just do the
first.
murder right here.
Oh my God. She doesn't even seem phased. I would have already screamed and ran.
Yeah, I mean, some random man walking up on my yard while I'm playing out front.
Well, this was like 80s, I think.
This,
It's a long time
Still,
ago.
if someone's walking on my lawn while I'm trying to play with my doll.
yeah. I would have the exact same reaction. Good plan,
So why
kid.
the fuck are you talking to him? Dumb bitch.
Shut up.
Maybe you could say I am a happy, pretty little girl.
Ah, get fucked, idiot.
Looks like through the camera.
I would have left.
Did he just say damn it and walk away?
Oh! What was that?
What did he throw?
What did that man just do? Oh, he's gonna... No, please tell me he doesn't. Yep, that's what I thought.
That was the sound of something hitting her skull.
Yep, he knocked her out.
Oh.
Or bludgeoned her to death. I don't know if she's dead or not yet. Dead or yet? No,
Oh God.
This next clip is our reaction to the abduction of Cheryl Dempsey.
Home invasion.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
That was my first thought.
Remember when I said there's something you didn't like in this?
Yeah, I just didn't know what it was gonna be. Oh God, I live alone.
I don't even live alone, and this still scares me.
Yeah, I'm sleeping with my gun.
I mean, if anyone comes to my door, my dog will freak out. But
Oh my god, I don't fucking like this. You know what's crazy?
what
It's kind of crazy that I'm terrified of home invasions.
is it?
The house I grew up in for 18 years, we didn't lock our fucking door.
Really?
We locked it at night. But like if someone in the house wasn't home yet, like everyone else would go to bed and we'd just leave the door unlocked for that person.
Whack.
But like the entire day unlocked.
When I go to bed, I lock the doors to my house.
We
But other than that, my doors are unlocked.
we
if
didn't
I'm
even
home.
have house keys.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
My parents lost them.
See,
And we're like, well,
our doors were always
we don't
locked.
lock them.
That was before the break-ins, but you know.
We didn't even start locking the back door until I was probably 15. Because I was like, my bedroom is right there.
Oh,
We gotta
Speaking
fucking
of-
lock these.
bedrooms.
Cock, shut up. Speaking of my ass. Jesus.
Oh my god.
That was unintentional. It just kind of worked out that way.
Oh, he has a knife.
Well, yeah, he just got
Stop.
that. In the
I have
kitchen.
always been so fucking scared of someone breaking in while I'm showering.
Yeah, imagine where I shower. I shower in the open basement, Abby.
Yeah.
I'm exposed to the
No.
elements when I shower.
Well, she's also
Nowhere to
exposed
go.
right now.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Don't be weird.
Oh, he made it weird.
He made it weird. Oh. Is he going to commit a murder?
Oh no.
He's already committing a crime. Well, actually, I guess he didn't break and enter. He just entered.
It's still breaking and entering, Bob.
Well, he didn't break anything.
Oh no.
I hate shower scenes, man. It's the scariest part of a lot of movies. What a horrible...
What?
What is happening?
Her boyfriend came.
I know, but I don't understand.
The boyfriend definitely had to see that guy.
Nah, he's calling from outside the room.
Oh, okay.
He is,
I
but
thought I saw his outline.
Same. I thought this guy was hiding.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh no, he's setting the fucking camera up like a creepazoid.
Oh no. Oh, do you think he leaves right after this?
Maybe.
No, because he wouldn't have the knife.
No, he's gonna
Oh,
murder
God.
this man.
Oh
Oh.
no.
Or he's gonna murder her. Someone's gonna die.
Well, no, because there's the balloon scene, so she doesn't die.
That's fair. I hadn't thought about that. I'm too scared.
Dude, I don't fucking.
Look at his fucking hands.
Oh, I couldn't even see them.
Yeah.
I don't see them.
You can vaguely see him through the crack. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure he handed her the towel.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
Oh no, is he gonna? No. What are you eating out of a bowl right after the shower like that?
Ice
Ice
cream?
cream.
Oh. You all pay way more attention than I do.
I know. It's
very
not hard.
bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was like, is this guy gonna watch them have sex?
He definitely. Oh. Yeah, he definitely did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, and now he's leaving. He has, this guy sucks and all, but he has like really good patience.
Oh my god.
Well, yeah, it gets
Who
him
knows
off.
how many hours he was in there for?
A couple. It's nighttime now.
That was like hours of sexual tension for him. So,
Oh god.
that was probably pretty great.
Sure.
And now he just leaves.
It's
No,
it's
he's not
No,
leaving.
No, he's not.
I mean,
Oh
this
my
is.
God.
Sometimes I think about the fact that there could be someone living in my ceiling. Like
Why the fuck would you say that?
between my roof and the floor above me.
Oh, look, she's sleeping.
Because
I
this
hate
is
that
what
you
this
said
reminds
that.
me of. because he was hiding in the closet. My closet doesn't have a door, so it's impossible. But yeah,
I keep my closet doors open. They're like the sliding door.
I had one on that one, but it got taken off. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh God. Oh God. She was
Starting to fall
definitely
asleep. You were
already asleep.
fucking knocked out.
Oh God. They do a really great job of like casual dialogue. Like that just sounds like how two people would talk.
Yeah, it's good. I I have some problems already, but we'll talk about it. This guy gonna get him?
Yeah, he's gonna. Oh, fuck.
Nope, he's gonna stand behind him menacingly.
And then probably wait until he turns around.
My God, is he just beating the shit out of him? Jesus. All right, well.
Oh, bitch! How the fuck did you fall?
She's got socks on.
Yeah, and it's...
Okay, well that's why she needs grippy socks.
That's what it... Oh,
Holy fuck.
that was brutal. Having to watch that from that angle was wild. Is he dead? I don't even know. I don't even really know what happened in here.
Yeah, I don't know how he killed him.
I don't even know if he's dead. He might just be knocked out.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, yeah. He looks like it.
I don't know. Oh.
Oh, he stomped on a skull. That's cool.
Ooh.
This next clip is our reaction to seeing for the first time what type of actual abuse Cheryl endures while she's captured by the killer, and it's also our reaction to learning how Cheryl's boyfriend's body was left after she was kidnapped. Oh, come on! Oh! This is fucked up!
Oh my God.
Did he just say Snape like the Harry Potter character?
Slave.
He said slave, Bob.
Oh my God.
Oh my, quit kidney punching her. Jesus. Jesus Christ. This is...
I like his fucking cape.
I'm glad you like something.
Why the fuck's he got a cape on?
Why does he keep the mask? And why is she tied up like that? This is weird.
God. Dude.
Good old Officer Cummings.
His head was pressed in, kind of like this, and he had been cut from his anus up to his throat.
Oh! Just like fucking the girl in Terrifier. Except it was anus to throat
Did you
instead
say
of...
they were turned into Christmas tree lights?
No, they were spread out like Christmas tree lights.
Oh.
This next clip is our reaction to the killer making Cheryl watch him murder a woman because he thinks that she's been helping people escape, even though she's been tied up the entire time. Oh, he's changed his mask.
That's his dismemberment outfit.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Oh,
he's,
God.
you know... Oh, my God. Holy shit. Oh, he's tying her up. I can't tell if she's wearing clothes or not.
That's what I'm trying to figure
I
out.
think
Or
she's naked or topless.
she has insanely long nipples.
That's what I was. Abby, I'm glad that you said it, not me. I didn't want to feel like I was being. Well, never
Yeah,
mind.
she's definitely naked.
Yeah.
I think.
You can't subtitle this fucking movie. Know what he's saying. He sounds like Batman.
I don't think I want to know.
Well,
He's whispering into her ear.
I'm talking about when we could actually hear him. When he went.
He said, "This is your punishment,"
Oh, okay.
because he was accusing her of helping the woman escape.
How is she? She couldn't have done anything. She was tied up.
Exactly. It's not supposed to be
Oh,
fair.
she's wearing.
Oh my god.
Oh, Benjamin.
Oh.
Hey, look, mutilation.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh. 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 This next clip is our reaction to the Girl Scouts paying the killer a visit in his home and narrowly escaping with their lives. My question is, what the fuck does this guy do for a living? How does he live places?
I don't know. He has that big ass basement.
Yeah. Well, that was not necessarily scary.
That's fine, Bob. Nothing intimidating.
Oh god.
No! Not the Girl Scouts!
Oh no.
He's already murdered and raped a 8-year-old.
Do not go
No.
in there!
Oh god.
There's a weirdo in this door. No, it's not.
Oh.
No!
Not the Girl Scouts. He's gonna. Oh god. Where is he gonna take him?
I don't know what's about to happen, but I don't like it.
This is why a mom's supposed to go.
With the Girl Scouts?
Yeah, when they go to the door.
That makes sense.
Yeah, my mom always went with me.
I never was in the Girl Scouts, so I wouldn't know.
Oh god. Oh god. It's not a long enough process for them to get thirsty.
Oh, he gave it to him in a cup.
Oh.
That's really cool. That's awesome, man. Oh.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
This is awesome. This is a really... Ben, I'm so glad that we're watching this movie.
Oh god. What?
You're in New York. I'm
God.
pretty sure there are raccoons around.
Oh my god.
No!
No. 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 Oh no.
I believe you. You all should go.
Yeah.
You all should leave.
He's gonna. Oh no. 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 No.
No, I think he'll let him go.
I fucking hope he does.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that was him hitting them, and I jumped really hard.
Nah, he let him.
Nope, he's not. Oh my!
Sounds like something got loose down there.
I'm sorry, Master. I thought that it was tight.
You felt pity for it. You tried to let it go.
No, Master, I would never betray you.
This is your fault.
That is so fucked up. That was a person the whole time?
Well, it was Cheryl.
Well, yeah.
How the fuck did he hide that?
With the sheet.
The sheet.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I didn't see him rip the sheet off.
This next clip is our reaction to the reveal that apparently 9/11 has something to do with the plot of this movie.
Street butcher, and I tell them that Jim Foley wasn't the Water Street butcher. Nobody heard that they found him innocent. Because of 9/11.
That should
I'm
be
sorry.
funny.
That's so funny.
Serial killer kills cop using justice system.
He's like, man, 9/11 was so fucking inconvenient to me.
Yeah. I'm sure it was inconvenient to everyone else, too.
Yeah.
This next clip is our reaction to the scene where the killer crawls into frame and murders a woman using needles.
Oh no, no. Oh, I would like to not see that.
What the fuck are we watching?
Dude, that's gonna be my fucking nightmares. Holy fuck.
What is wrong with whoever?
Oh, dude,
I can't deal with this.
I physically cannot look at that because I will have nightmares.
Abby, look at the film.
What'd you say?
It's almost over. Look.
Oh god.
What the fuck, man?
See, look, he's gone.
Ah!
Oh, he had a. Oh,
Oh,
I like
no.
the second mask underneath. What a nice touch.
Oh no.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
no.
Ben, I swear to fucking God. God, no.
Fuck.
Ah.
No.
Mm,
I'm not looking.
no.
I'm looking.
Ah. Come on.
looking.
I fucking.
Can someone tell me when it's done,
Abby, you
please? I'm not looking. I don't want to see it. Oh my god.
I fucking hate you, Ben.
Can you please tell me when it's done?
It's over, Abby.
That was so fucked up. That was so much worse than wanting.
Did he just?
He stuck him into her neck, and the blood was pouring out of her mouth.
Oh.
But she was trying to breathe, so she was like inhaling the tape. We're back from the outtakes. Hope you liked them.
Back to what we were talking about. I hope you guys enjoyed the outtakes for this movie. I don't know how they were, but I'm sure they were good.
From the amount of laughs I got, I think they were pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
I hope so.
Anyway, do we have any announcements, Ben? What do we need to announce?
So we're gonna record another movie with Abby after this.
Mm-hmm.
That's been specially hand selected for her
I'm
viewing
so
pleasure.
fucking scared.
Yeah, well,
That's coming out not tomorrow,
no.
but the next Saturday.
The next Saturday after this episode drops. Because I don't want to have to edit 2 episodes in a week like that and destroy myself. That's why. That's the reason. Also, like, people are going to listen to this episode and then get excited about the Abby episode that's coming out after. I don't want to drop the next
Obviously.
day. You got to make people wait.
I
It's the
know.
suspense for such a good
After-
episode.
After having to edit both episodes, you're gonna be so sick of hearing my voice at work.
That is not true. I listen to our voices every day on
Yeah.
recording, and I've never been sick of that.
Yeah, but also I tell you guys to do stuff.
I mean,
I'd be like,
sure.
man, I would hate it if I had to listen to my boss's voice all the time.
Well, your boss. Well, I'm not gonna say that.
Anyway.
So,
Anyway.
check out our stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the only place we are right now because we're still not on Spotify. I think we might be able to do it, Bob. I think we might be able to get through
Get
a
on
second board
Spotify.
without
well,
getting on
'Cause I
Spotify.
We'll
don't
see
have
what
YouTube
happens.
Premium.
I
So I
wish.
can't lock my screen when I'm listening to the podcast.
That's why it's the only reason I have YouTube Premium. See, so I can listen to these episodes while we're at
Oh,
work.
I
and
just
listen
hate
to the
ads.
edits. I mean, that's fair. Ads suck.
But eventually we'll be on Spotify and every place you get your podcasts. but
Eventually.
not right now.
Not right now. But every episode is up on YouTube. They're even in playlist. I have them separated. Board 1 and every episode. They're all separated out.
Did
if
you
ever,
fix the issue? Where
Hmm?
Did
Yeah.
you fix the issue?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. I fixed it. Let me think. Oh, follow us on Twitter at Beware the Board. I post everything there. Updates on the show. If we ever do voting for random voting for random categories for the board. If you have any recommendations for movies you want us to watch that you think Ben should make me watch, leave them in the comments. I don't. Oh God!
Please
After
be
this one, I
kind.
don't know if I can
I guess
do it
if
anymore.
enough of you say Serbian film, I'll have to put it on.
Ben, don't say that.
No, that's fucked up.
Don't say that. Don't play with that.
Let's see. Anything else?
That's about it, I think.
Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think we have any holidays coming up for episodes.
Not until February.
Not till February. Because what are we doing? Valentine's Day?
Well, it's almost February, but
Yeah. We need to record that soon, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
you need to do an episode for Abraham Lincoln's birthday.
When is that?
Sometime in February, I don't know.
We're not.
I haven't looked at the February calendar yet.
You can do one of the like Lincoln Vampire Slayer movies.
I watched that recently. It is
Abraham
an okay
Lincoln
movie.
Vampire
Oh
Hunter.
fuck! Well, never mind. You guys have both already seen it then.
We can
Oh,
watch
yeah.
Abraham Hunter Zombie Slayer or whatever.
That's isn't that what I just said?
No, you talk about
Oh,
Vampire
I said
Hunter.
Vampire Slayer.
They're two different movies.
Fuck! I forgot there's two. That's so bad.
They're awful. They're
We'll
not
do a
good
holiday
movies.
in February.
We'll do something in February, I promise. Well, I guess that wraps up this episode. We'll see you in a week. See you next Friday for another episode
With me.
with
That's Saturday.
Oh, never mind.
I was talking about the next Friday episode, but are you
No,
going to be
never
here,
mind.
Abby?
No.
Oh, okay.
After today, probably not.
Oh, wow, Ben, you scarred her that bad, huh?
That can't be worse than this.
Scarred
No,
me.
it can be worse.
You're fired.
Oh shit. Ben's been fired.
I get severance.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Do you?
I'm sure you can talk
I don't know.
I'm sure you can talk to our
Huh.
union rep and
Maybe.
get rehired. It'd be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can't even fire you.
Even if you tried.
If I brought you over to him and he's like, "Why are you firing this boy?" And I'm like, "He scared me too bad." He's gonna tell me to fuck off.
Oh my god, that's very funny.
I might try it on him.
All right, well, I guess we'll see you next week. And remember, always beware the board.